This is my audience.
Did you get Franco?
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to French braid hair. My name is Hannah Melvin. I've been braiding hair since I was about 9 years old, so I'd say I'd have about 10 years of experience. I learned how to braid by watching YouTube videos and reading a book on how to braid hair. So I used to braid my Barbie dolls or my American Girl dolls. I also had a Barbie head. I really liked to braid on that. There are a few types of braids like fishtail, Dutch, French, 4-piece braids, 5-piece braids, or regular braids. Today I'm going to be showing you a French braid because that is my favorite. So to start out, I wanted to say that it's really good to keep your hair in braids whenever you go to sleep or even throughout the day. You can keep your hair in protective styles even when you sleep. It keeps your hair from being in knots, or when you take your hair out, it's crimped, so it's like another hairstyle out of it. Sorry. I like to keep my hair in a braid for about another day after the braid was done. That way it lasts longer, and you can even put hairspray to make it last another few days after that, depending on how tight you like to braid your hair. So starting out, I'm going to braid the hair, and people start with water, so I just spray a little bit to get the hair damp. And then you just brush the hair to make sure it's straight and clean, and that way there's no knots in it. Depending on where you want your braid to start, you can pick out the first section. And I like to keep it a lower French braid, so I'm going to start towards the middle of the head. So I'm just going to grab a piece of hair and then just section that out. And then I'm going to brush again since I did separate the hair a little bit. And then I'm going to take my first section and split it off into 3 pieces. And once I've done that, I have my 3 pieces of hair, and I'm going to take the right piece and put it over the middle piece, making the middle piece my right piece my new middle piece. And then once I've done that, I'm going to take the left piece and put it over the middle to make the left piece the new middle piece. Once we've done that, that's the start of our braid. We're going to start adding hair. So I'm going to take a little bit hair from the right side, and if it's knotted, I like to brush it again just to make sure it's a nice and clean braid. And I'm going to take the right piece and put it over the middle to make that right piece the new middle piece. And then do the same thing on the left side, and that's a good piece. I don't need to brush it, but sometimes I like to put my fingers through it. And then put that over the middle, and then you just keep going, adding pieces. And I just like to use my fingers to comb through that. And then you just keep going all the way down to the bottom of the head. And then once you get to the nape of the neck, you take the last amount of hair, and it's in the braid. And then once you get to that part of the braid, you start using regular pieces again and not adding hair anymore since we ran out of hair. And you just go back into a regular braid. And you just go as far down as you can. And once you're done braiding the hair wherever you want to stop, you can section it off with a ponytail. I have one on my wrist. I just like to pull it and just wrap it around a few times. So something that seemed like maybe a little too complicated for you to learn might seem a little bit easier now. It's just a regular braid, but you add pieces in on the way. This is a hair type and hairstyle that you can use for long hair, short hair. You can do small braids, bigger braids, and men and women can have this hairstyle. So this is a very good hairstyle to use if you want to keep your hair in a nice clean style. So thank you guys for listening to my speech. Here is my audience.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.